YouTube, it's me, Royal Star. I'm on my way home from work, and sorry for the crazy picture, but I'm driving. I want to talk a little bit about. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera either. I wanted to talk a little bit about this whole weight loss journey thingy. I spend a lot of time. Actually watching YouTube videos. I'm sorry, I'm very distracted because I'm driving. I spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos of fellow VSGers who have had the surgery for like between 4 and 6 years, even 2 years, and they had some kind of regain. And in a way, it's kind of comforting because I know that I'm not alone, but it's also a little scary because I'm wondering what this is, like what this phenomena is. The only thing I can think of is that it happens because people don't change their eating habits. I know for me, that's what the issue was. I never changed my eating habits. Of course, in the first phase of VSG, you lose weight rapidly without that much effort, right? Because you can't eat as much as you did before. Like, before I got my surgery, I was able to eat a whole Big Mac meal, French fries and all, and sweet tea, right? After the surgery, of course, you can't do that. So now you went from 5,000 calories down to like 400 for months. Eventually, you're going to lose that weight and it's going to come off with no effort. I don't think I ain't go to the gym, nothing. However, I'm going to tell you this. I didn't have that much guidance from and I've said this in videos before. I didn't have a lot of guidance from my surgeon because my surgeon was kind of new to the VSG surgery. My nutritionist was new to this surgery. So they were basically giving us the same diet that you would give anybody who had weight loss surgery. Nothing unique to VSG. And I think for the most part, the VSG and the gastric bypass and the lap band, it's pretty much the same rules, you know. But I had never listened to a nutritionist before. Why would I listen to one now? You know what I mean? Like, I just didn't listen. Like, I didn't, you know, I didn't have any scheduled appointments with her, and I didn't make any. I thought, I was so naive. I thought that you get the surgery, you lose the weight, and it stays off. I was under the impression that the VSG was the best surgery out there, and oh goodness, I gotta put my shades back on. Best surgery out there, and even though I had friends and I saw people who had gastric bypass that was gaining weight back after, like, you know, being 5-6 years out, they was gaining all their weight back and stuff. And celebrities that had gastric bypass were doing the same thing. So I'm pulling into the supermarket. I swear I stay at the supermarket. Like, I stay at the damn supermarket. I don't know why. I'm always at the supermarket, but I'm always at the supermarket. Anyway, so where am I gonna park? Park here. So, anyway, I thought that I don't know what's he doing. I thought that this was the best surgery since sliced bread, and that I like my red hair. I don't know what the hell this is I'm listening to. Anyway, I thought that this is the best surgery since sliced bread. I was gonna take the weight off and keep it off. This ain't the gastric bypass. It's different. My stomach is small for the rest. It's never gonna stretch out. It's never. And I don't think it stretched out either. I don't think that was it. I think what it is eventually you can eat more because that's just normal. Like, you should be able to eat more because think about it. If you can only eat a cup of food, your ass is gonna be in the hospital. That's not gonna work. So it makes sense that you should be able to eat more eventually. Well, my issue with that is that you think in your head, I can continue to eat what I want, just small portions. I did not know about the low carb, high fat community. I knew nothing. I mean, I didn't know about that crap. I don't know about none of that stuff. I didn't even know really what Atkins was. I'd heard about it, but I never did it. I was one of those people that was happy being fat in a way. So I never tried to lose weight. One time, I tried Weight Watchers once. And I did okay. I lost 10 pounds. You know, the same 10 pounds everybody else loses. And gained it right back. Gained 20 pounds back. But what made me really realize that I needed to lose it and keep it off, at least that was the plan, was that I had started having problems with my knees. I started having like hormonal problems. You know, just all types of stuff that was beginning to affect my health. What really made me do it was my mom being diagnosed with diabetes. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be doing that. That's gonna happen to me, and diabetes scares the hell out of me. So eventually I was like, okay, I need to do something about this. But I still didn't learn how to eat properly. I'm one of those people that don't like to exercise. I'm sure I'm not alone. I just wasn't, to me, to tell you the truth, looking back, and I think I've said this before in another video, I don't think I was the ideal candidate for this surgery. I hadn't changed the way I ate. I hadn't tried any diets. I think the only reason why I was able to get approved for the surgery through my insurance was because I was over 51 BMI or some shit. I didn't have any comorbidities or any, I was a healthy fat person. And still like to eat whatever I wanted. To me, I wasn't the ideal candidate because I wasn't ready to change. And now, working as an addictions counselor and mental health therapist, I realized that when I had this surgery, I was in pre-contemplation stage. If you're familiar with the stages of change, the way they work is this. So there's something you want to change, some kind of behavior you want to change. The theory is that you go through changes. You go through different stages towards that change, right? Now, of course, you can bounce back and forth through each stage, but they go like this. The pre-contemplation stage is the stage where you're saying, I don't have a problem, I'm good. These cigarettes is great. I'm gonna smoke these. These are good. I don't have no problem. I can stop anytime. Contemplation is, I notice my clothes are getting kind of smaller, and my knees hurt a little bit, but well, I don't know. And then you have a phase where you realize you have a problem. You may have a problem. You might. So you say, well, the doctor did say that if I don't lose weight, I might end up with pre-diabetic or whatever. I might have a problem. Let me look this. Let me see what's going on. So you start to educate yourself on ways that you can change. Then you say, you know what? I don't like this behavior. I need to change this. So that's when you realize, you know what? I don't like it. It's causing problems. I need to change. How do I change? That's the best time, I think, to start to get therapy towards eating better and stuff like that. So someone who's in that phase where they say, I know I have a problem, but how do I fix it? That's when you go to a therapist and you start working on whatever it is that caused you to overeat in the first place. So now you did your research, you figured out how to stop, how to change whatever that behavior is. And now you're ready. You're in preparation phase. Now you preparing to change. You're preparing. You start looking at doctors to figure out how to get the weight loss surgery because you realize maybe I need some help. Join a support group. Start going to therapy. Start telling your family, please support me. I'm trying to change this. Go to the supermarket. You buy all the right foods. And now you're actually doing it. In the action phase. I'm not eating popcorn and potato chips and junk food. I'm eating healthy whole foods. I've limited my carbs. I'm ready. So now that phase is the longest phase because that's the phase where you're actually making that change and you're doing it. You're in action. You're actually doing it. When you're in action phase, that's when you should go get the surgery. Because you've already started doing it. You're ready. You see results. You're doing it on your own without the surgery. That's why I think a lot of surgeons make people lose weight first and try to lose weight for 6 months before they get the surgery so they can be prepared. So it can be you're in action, right? You lost the weight, you got the surgery. You got down to your goal weight. Now you're in maintenance. Those are the stages of change. I was in pre-contemplation when I got my surgery. And the thing about it is, I'm not saying that the surgery itself wasn't a part of the change, because it kind of was, but I was in pre-contemplation as far as how I was going to change the way I eat. That was the difference. Well, the good thing about the stages of change is you can always change, and that's what I did, and I'm glad I did. Anyway, I'm rambling, but thanks for watching. Thank you to all my new subscribers or people that's just watching. You don't have to subscribe, you can watch too. And I will be continuing to watch my fellow weight loss surgery family. And that's it. Bye.